Stopping negative self-talk, or what I like to refer to as the inner critic of the mind. So we all have this voice, right? And this voice that keeps bumbling in our head. And what is the voice? The voice is of mainly negative things. Why do we have negative self-talk? Why does our own mind attack us? Why can't we focus our thoughts on what we want to create the life we desire? Why do we always get what we don't want? Well, the answer is what is known as your negative self-talk. So what is a thought? So in order for us to get our minds on the right track, we basically have to know the definition of a thought, how it interacts with the brain. So let's begin. Here's how it goes. So we know that about 100 billion or so neurons in our brains exchange up to about 1,000 electrical signals, and with each other every second, which means right now a whole lot of activity is going on up in your brain. All these electromagnetic chemical signals are going on right now, and this information is primarily being processed as raw perception. Some of it you're not aware of it because some of it is subconscious. So a thought is basically an energy from the mind. And remember now, your mind is not the brain. The mind is all around. The mind is in the entire universe. The mind is a collective consciousness. Your brain interprets information from that collective consciousness. So a lot of the thoughts aren't your thoughts. They're thoughts that you picked up. They're thoughts that memories hold on to. They're thoughts from other individuals. And these negative self-talk, they bombard your mind. But what you do is you make it personal. You identify the thought with you. So why do we identify the thought then? Well, it's because of a primary function in our brain. It's known as our ego. Our ego likes to be in control. So it has to form an identity. And it uses perceptions, thoughts, feelings to create an identity of who it thinks you are. So a lot of the thoughts that come into your head aren't even yours, but you make it personal, as I said. So the key to stop negative self-talk is, first step is you have to become aware. Second step, the thought is not you. Okay? And repeat that again. First step, become aware of the negative self-talk or self-thought. Second step, do not take it personal. The thought is not you. The thought comes in. Your brain interprets it, electrochemical signals. And then the brain says, this is what we're going to do. But you, through your ego, you make it personal and you start to accept it and you start to play it out. Now, here's the important part now that I really want you to get. You must remember that there's two hemispheres of the brain, right, left, but there's also a middle part. It's known as the critical divide, okay, our psychological filter. Okay, that part of the mind take information and it helps the ego to make decisions on what it perceives to be true. So here's what you do. When a thought comes in, accept the thought, mean be aware of the thought. Now ask yourself this question, very simple. Is this thought moving me towards what I want, or is it taking me away from what I want? Now you engage your critical divide. Now you engage awareness. Now you become free from the ego. Now you become your true self, because now you have become what I call a logical analyzer now. You use your own mind to logically analyze. Here's the trick. So when a negative thought comes in, I'll ask myself this question. Is this thought moving me towards what I want? If the answer is no, then I basically say to the thought, hey, thank you, but this isn't moving me towards what I want. And I immediately let the thought go. See that? When a thought goes, I now take my own mind and I engage on something else that makes me feel good. You have to remember that the billions and trillions of cells that operate in your brain, they're listening to you. You are the boss. If you say, today's going to be a great day, today I'm going to manifest X and X amount, your brain cells believe it and it starts to create through the subconscious mind. So it's that simple that when a thought comes in, if it's not in alignment with what you want, don't take it personal, but tell the thought, bye, thank you very much, but this is not moving me towards what I want. Now look, it's very important that you use your outer voice to engage the mind. Do not speak within your head. It's not going to work. Because when you use your inner voice, the inner critic, that's part of the ego. You have to start using your outer voice. That's the power. That engages the mind. That creates the distraction. That creates the attention. You hear it. And it resonates more. And your mind will start to act accordingly. See how easy that is? So it just takes understanding. It takes awareness. And it takes an ability to understand what a thought is. So let me do a quick review. Remember, a thought is an electrical stimuli that's created from the collective consciousness. Not all thoughts are yours. They're thoughts you pick up. So they don't take them personal. Only accept the thoughts that resonate with you. If a thought is in line with what you want, you take it in, let it become a part of you. If a thought isn't in line with what you want, you let the thought go so it doesn't become a part of you. You are the decision maker. You make the choice. Now, for this to be a continued repetition or continued habit, you have to make this a practice. You have to become disciplined and engaged. And once you start to do this, you will see things start to shift. Whole new dimensions open up. Because if you're not aware by now, those thoughts, they also have vibrations and they carry frequency. A vibration is what actually creates your reality. Everything vibrates. Everything has resonance. And these resonance, they send signals or energy. And depending on the frequency or power of these energies or vibration, they can create and attract to you what you'd like to experience. So think about this. If you start to consciously choose to become aware of self-talk and remove the negative and accept some type of thought that moves you in a direction with what you want, what's going to happen in your life? The very things that the thought is producing will actually become your reality. Why is that? Because where you focus attention, you create reality. Let me repeat that. Where you focus attention, you create your reality. So there you have it. Now you know how to engage negative self-talk and now how to remove it and how to accept positive self-talk. And now you're on your way to becoming a deliberate creator of your reality.